Okay, so the first thing you want to do is create some sort of an online presence. So usually I find it's best to have a blog or a website that's basically yourname.com. You'll find one, the domain name will more than likely be available, and two, you can just discuss anything you want on there. So usually you discuss things that's related around the niche you want to be involved in, be it pet care, be it internet marketing, be it health, weight loss, whatever it may be. This here that you're seeing right now is my blog. Okay, so on here obviously I'm involved in the internet marketing niche. So this is markwhightley.com, internet marketing tips and resources. Love a little picture of me there as well. Now you can have anything you want on here, okay, and I'll show you over the course of the next few weeks how to add a lot of little features to it, how to put opt-in boxes so you can start to build an email list as well, and how to promote affiliate products as well. So when you get some sort of a reader base, they'll come back, they'll start to read some of the information and they'll think this is cool, and if you give advice, tips and recommendations, obviously they're going to go ahead and use those, and you'll make some sort of a passive income from that, but at the same time you'll be helping people. So that's the main thing. So on mine here I've got a free video that people can get to, which is the 6 key steps to success, which you've more likely already probably seen. And let's just give you a quick rundown of what you need to do, and this is probably one of the first steps you need to do is create an online presence. A little bit about myself, some personal coaching, which is a program I'll be coming out with in a few months time. At the moment it's not available, but you can obviously opt in and you'll get updated when that's available. Some resources, some how-to stuff, and obviously you can contact me. Okay, so just to quickly give you a look through the actual page. So here are just 2 different posts on different subjects that people are interested in, so like getting traffic. I've got like big pages down the side here, free traffic, paid traffic, my favorite affiliate marketplaces, Google Cash Explosion is coming. That's another program of mine that you can get involved in. I think it launches on the 6th of June. Email lists, how to start building one, affiliate marketing, what it actually is and how to start going about it, and so on. So there's a few different posts there, and a few different pages that you can go and look at, and I just sort of recommend you add to your personal blog probably once, maybe twice a week. Okay, it doesn't have to be too much, just so there's new content being up there. There is a couple of different plugins that we need to get, and I'll show you the recommended theme. So before you can do any of this, the first thing you need to do is actually buy a domain name. So I'm going to assume that people don't know how to do anything, they're starting from scratch. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you the very first steps. Okay, so there are many different places you can buy domains from, HostGator, D9, GoDaddy, Namecheap. There's heaps and heaps, but the one that I prefer to use is GoDaddy, just for these sort of websites, because you can get your domains there and also host it as well, upload WordPress, and it's very simple to use. So I'll head over there now and we'll take a look and we'll show you what it's all about. Now because I've already done this, it'll be a little different, so I'll give you a quick rundown. So what you need to do, you need to actually create an account. Okay, so you can register here to create an account at GoDaddy, which is just godaddy.com, and then you need to go ahead and once you're into your domains, you'll see this is your sort of dashboard. So you've got all your domains here, all the web hosting, your emails and so on as well. Okay, so what you want to do, it's very simple. The first thing you want to do is go and have a look at domains. Okay, so you click here, and you want to click on find a domain. Sorry folks, my internet connection is very slow today. Okay, so say for instance your name is Joe Blogs. Okay, you just type in Joe Blogs, click search, and you really want one that's .com. Okay, now if your name happens to be taken, you can put Joe dash blogs or whatever your name is, dash in between your first and second name, or add in your middle name, whatever you want to do. So Joe Blogs, obviously it's a pretty popular name, it's been taken. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to find one. Let's just say like my middle name, for instance, Mark Andrew Whightley. So it'd be markandrewwhiteley.com. It's a bit long tailed, so we wouldn't do that. But Mark Whightley, that's the one I've got, and that's the one that I registered. So for yourself, just register your own personal name. Okay, so obviously good news, this one's available. Wonderful. So the first thing you want to do is you go ahead and you select that, and that'll take you to your shopping cart. Then you just buy it, and obviously it's only going to be $9.99, and that is for a full year. Okie dokie. You don't want to get .com.au if you're Australian, or anything like US if you're American, and because it'll cost you more, and there's no need. Just .com by itself is fine. Select that one and go ahead and purchase it. Okay. So the next thing you'll need to do is go ahead and get hosting. So once you've got your domain, you come over here and you can get hosting. You click on hosting. Okay, so you can do this one here. I prefer not to do that one. You want to go for this deluxe. The reason is because economy, you can only actually put one website. So say if you've got a bunch of different websites you want to host, you'd have to pay for that over and over. So with this one, $4.99 a month, it's unlimited. So you can put a heap of websites on there. Okay. There's unlimited bandwidth and it is space. Never believe this bandwidth stuff, because it is limited. It's always limited. Okay. So this is the one you want. You go ahead and click add to cart and you purchase that as well. Okay. Now once you've done that, you go back to my account. Once you've done that, you log back into your account. You'll have your domain name and you'll have hosting. Okay. Once again, it's very slow. Okay, so then you go down here and you click, and you may only have one domain in here. I've obviously got quite a lot, but you might only have one. So what we do is we go ahead, I'll just find Mark Whightley one. You've got quite a lot. Okay, so here's markwhightley.com. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go ahead and you want to launch this. Okay, now there's another way to do this as well. If you can go into your hosting, you'll see you'll have a brand new hosting account. It'll say new hosting, deluxe web hosting, but it won't have a name assigned to it. That's where you go ahead and you would launch it. I'll just show you on this one, for example. You go ahead and you launch it. That'll take you into another page that you can actually assign what website you want to have hosted. Okay. Just wait for that to load. Okay, so the hosting details. Okay, so this is going to say it's already hosted, but that's this Backramax Constructions, which was for a client that I did. So here we go. So but what you can do is it would normally have activate this domain. Okay, and you'll have a drop down box that'll have all your websites. You click on the one you want and then click activate. Okay, and then that will activate your domain. Okay, and once you've done that and the domain's activated, you'll get an email saying that it's been activated. Then you come back to this page right here where we are now. So you go into your hosting, you find your domain that's been hosted, okay, or you can go into domains and click launch as well. So either hosting or domains, it's completely fine. And you come in here. Then what you want to do is you want to click on WordPress. Okay, so you click on WordPress, and then you go ahead and you choose your domain. So you'll have a drop down box again, okay, and you'll actually go ahead and stick in the one that you want to choose, which would be your name. In my case, it was markwhightley.com. Okay, then you create a username and a password and you click OK. So I'm not going to do that because I'll overwrite the website that I've got there. So once you've clicked OK, all of a sudden WordPress will start to load up on your new hosted domain. Okay, you'll get an email again saying that that's been done. Okay. Once you do, you'll then be able to log in to your hosted dashboard. Okay. Now, what that will look like, I'll just show you. Just close that. Okay, so I'll just show you. Okay, so this is the completed website. So what it would look like is if I logged out of that, it's actually going to be your domain name. So in my case, markwhiteley.com/wp-admin. Okay, and you'll get this in an email, so it's not a problem. It's very simple to understand. Then with that username and password you created, you simply type them in here. Okay, so username and password. Okay, so you put your username and your password in there and click login. Now this is going to take you to a dashboard of your empty site, and you'll have nothing, no posts. You'll just have a sample page, sample post, no categories, no tags, and obviously no comments or discussion. Okay, because it'll be a new site. Now the very first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead. The couple of things that I do first of all, right? And so go to settings. Okay, and you want to click on here permalinks. Okay. Now in permalinks, this will make each page of your domain look better for the search engines, okay, and also make more sense. So if you've got a page that's say if you've got dog brushes, for instance, and if your niche is about dog care, you would have a domain that says something like markwhiteley.com/dog brushes, rather than any of these silly long-winded examples. Okay, it'll just be this. And now you didn't used to have this, but you used to have to actually click custom structure and type it in there. Now you just click post name, okay, and that's it, and then you save your changes. Rightio? So that's the very first thing you want to do. Then we're going to want to come into themes. Now themes is there is so many different themes. Okay, but the one that I have used for this, and I do use for a few of my different websites, is called Flexibility 3. It is completely free to get. There is a paid version, but the free one is completely fine. Okay, and it looks good, and it's pretty easy to customize. Now there's all sorts of ones. There's the generic ones that come with WordPress. You can search on WordPress. So if you just went here, for instance, and pressed install themes, you just go ahead and you type in any sort of theme word, or you can click any of these boxes and you'll go ahead and you'll find a theme. Okay, click find themes and you'll find all sorts of different themes. But let's just say, for instance, we want to use the flexibility theme, because that's what I'm showing you here. It's simple enough. All you do is you want to actually go ahead and you want to install this. Now to get this theme, the first thing you're going to need to do is get the zip file that the theme comes with into your own computer. Now you need to download it. To download it, you simply go to this page, which is called www.flexibilitytheme.com. Okay, I'll just see if I can just move this up for a second so you can see. So see that there, flexibilitytheme.com/download. Okay, and that'll take you to this page. Okay, it's very, very simple. All you do then is we go ahead and we click download. Okay, now that'll download. Best place to put it is for now is on your desktop. Okay, it'll just be a zip folder. Alright, now when you come back over here and you click install themes, you go just here to upload. Okay, then you click on browse, you find that theme on your desktop, and then you click install now. Okay, that will then install it. You click activate theme, and that will activate the theme. Okay, now once that's done, you'll have the Flexibility 3 theme on your website. Okay, so the next thing you want to do, once you've done that, you will want to go ahead and get a couple of plugins that I find to be extremely useful and helpful, and I'll quickly show you those. So you just click on plugins here, and once you're here, you go to this site here. Now I've got to update a few of these, but that's okay. So the first one you'd want to get is called All-in-One SEO Pack. There's the Google XML Sitemaps. So these two help for search engine rankings and to load your website faster. And to rank on Google. Pretty Link Lite, we'll get that, but I'll go into detail on that one later on. So forget that one for now. That's more for affiliate marketing, which we'll cover in a different video. Social Maven, you'd want to get that one as well. StatPress is great because that way you can see how many visitors you're getting per day. And WP Super Cache. Okay. Okay. So how do you get these? The first thing you do is you just go ahead and click on Add New. Then all you do is you type in the first one, like I said, All-in-One SEO Pack. Okay. Click on Search Plugins. Okay, now I've already got it, so if I didn't have it, it would say like this here, it'd say install now. So I've already got it, okay? So I might just update it. I need to update it. But you click on install now, and then that would go ahead and install it, and then you go ahead and you click activate. Okay? Very simple. That plugin is then installed, and I'll show you how to configure those a bit later on. Alrighty? Very simple. Now you do the same thing for Google XML Sitemaps. You do the same thing, forget about that one for now. You do the same thing for Social Maven. Same thing for StatPress Reloaded. Same thing for WP Super Cache. Okay, they're the only ones that you'd really need. Alrighty? Okay, so now once you've got your plugins and you've activated it, that's all we want to do for now. Then we're going to go to our settings. Okay? Now there's a few things that you can change in here, but what the main thing you want to do is go to your Social Maven. Now what Social Maven does is actually puts little like buttons, Twitter buttons, Pinterest buttons, all that sort of stuff, so socially people can send your websites to other people within their social media sites. Okay, so it's very simple. You click on Enable Social Maven. You display buttons on posts and pages. I like to put it at the bottom of the content so it doesn't deter from the main content, and I usually like left aligned. Okay, you want to wrap the text, and I like to enable all the buttons, so we enable Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn, Pinterest and Facebook. Okay, the button styles, you got a few there: basic, horizontal and vertical. I find horizontal is the best and easiest one to see, so I use that, and then you click Save Options. Okay, and once you've done that, head back over to your settings, and then you come into the Super Cache. Okay. Now, for some reason, because I uploaded the new version, this has been turned off. So you want to make sure you just click this, caching on, and then click Update Status. Okay. WP Super Cache is going to speed up the caching of your website, so therefore it will load faster, so the visitors will be happier. They're not waiting around for longer. Okay, the last one you want to do is XML sitemap. There's nothing here you really need to do. What this does, it creates a sitemap of all the pages and posts and information on your website. This will be automatically generated, okay, every time you make a change to any posts. So you don't need to do anything with that. I just thought I'd show you. Okay. So the other one is the StatPress one. So StatPress, it's really handy for the fact that you can then click on it once you've got it installed, and you'll have nothing on it to start with. But once you start to get some traffic to your actual website, you'll notice that you'll get different information. So for instance, yesterday I had 248 visitors to this website. Today so far, because it's only early in the day, I've had 60. Okay. Last month I had 10,987 visitors. Okie dokie. There was a bit of a spike there because I paid for some traffic. Now without paying for the traffic, I'm looking at about 4,700 visitors to my website, and that's quite a lot. It'll also give you your last hits, so what information are they looking at and how they found you. So the people are typing my name, Google Search Explosion. You can find out how they found you and where they found you, Yandex, Google, so on. You can look at referrers, who were the last referrers, so Bing, Aweber, all that sort of stuff. and I'll teach you about Aweber in a future video. Okay, last pages they looked at, the last spiders that we're looking at as well. That's just the robots, checking out your website, and that's some really handy information, so you can actually see how well it's going. Okay, so, and the quality too, you can actually see, so 248 visitors yesterday, but 786 page views. So they spent some time on the website looking at different pages, okay, which is good. It's very good, so that's what you want. Okay, now let's go back down here to appearance. The next thing we want to do is change some of these flexibility 3 theme options. Okay, so go into there, and then you'll get this tab at the top with all your different options. Okay, now you can play around with this, it's not a problem. I'm just going to quickly show you the basics. You can play around with all sorts of different stuff. This will make the look of your website change completely. Okay, now if you just head over here, for instance, the first one I like to do is my header. Okay, so you've got a transparent header, no. Okay, and you can read the instructions about this. The header background color, so this is going to be what obviously the background color behind the header is going to be, and an image. So I have ignored those. The reason being is I've actually gone ahead and installed my own header. Okay, so you can make a header, that's not a problem whatsoever. You can make a header in GIMP or Photoshop, or get it done for you. Go to Fiverr, FIVVER.com, and for $5 someone will create a header for you. Okay, you can choose the height of your header. So I had one made up that was 165. I think it's by 870 or 900 pixels wide, and then go ahead and change the header height so it matches that. Okay, you can have a logo if you want to, or just the header. Okay, so I'm going to retain the title tag for SEO. Okay, so they're not going to see the title tag, but you want to have it there. Okay, then you have fonts, and you can change the colors and all that sort of stuff as well. Okay, so once you've done that, you will then click Save Changes, and your header will be there. Okay, then your header will be there. Now the next thing you want to look at is your navigation. Okay, in your navigation, you've got you want to show your navigation. So in other words, you want to have your nav bar. Okay, navigation on your sidebar, navigation position above, and a home link displayed. Yes. Okay, so we can go home. So like I said, just generally play around with all these. There's nothing really great I need to teach you on these whatsoever. You can have your footer area fixed up, your background and borders colors as well, your sidebar widths as well. You can remove some footer links if there's links down there, and there's all sorts of different skins for this particular theme, but they will cost you money. Okay, so that is the main thing, and at the moment what we'll have is a website that has the plugins all ready to rock, and it'll have this here. Okay, you won't have any pages yet, and you won't have any of this here yet, and you won't have any of this here yet, or this. Okay, it'll just be all blank. Alrighty, so the next thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and create a page or two, and I'll quickly show you this, but I will go into this in more depth in a later video. But if you wanted to put something there, let's go back to the dashboard, and we'll just go into editor. Okay, and you got all these templates down the side. Okay, you got your footer, you got your header. So the header, we've already changed that through the actual. So where are we looking at here? Okay. Style sheet, sidebar, search form, page template, theme options, theme functions, footer, feature. Okay, so this is the one here. So you click on feature. Now, I suggest if you're going to make any changes to this coding at all, first of all you would go ahead and you would copy all that and just put it on a Word document or a notepad. In case you make any mistakes, you can always come back. Okay. Now, to make any of this work, okay, simply enough, and you can always refer to this video, So this tells you where this is. This is the top right side feature item in the feature section. Okay, so subscribe to get the latest updates and tips. And what I've done there is I've actually copied this script from my Aweber form. Now Aweber is something we'll discuss in a later date, so I don't want to go into that right now, but that'll actually display a form in that top right hand corner with these words here. Okay, now H2 simply means a header 2. Okay, so it's just the size of the header. Okay, so and this is the lower right side feature item in the feature section. Okay, and in here what I've done is I've actually gone to media and I've added new media. Okay, so I've added an image, and then I've taken the URL off the image, and I'll show you how to do this later as well, and I've just put in the URL right here. Okay, right up to there. Then the next thing I've done is I've put H2 tags again and put free training presentation. So that's going to display an image and then these text here, and then it's going to display this text as well. Okay. Okay. And then I've actually put a link. Okay, so the link here was, see, it's got here, read more. That link there, and I'll show you how to do this later, actually links to this here. Okay, which is another page. So markwhiteley.com /6 key steps to success, register access to 6 key steps to success. So that's another page. Okay, so I'll go into detail on this later on. I just want to quickly show you. But basically what that information there does is creates this. So there's the Aweber form, there's the words, okay, there's the words there again, H2, so it's a bit of a heading, there's the text, there's the hyperlink to the other page, you can see it down the bottom there where it's going to send us, and there's the image. Alright, so I'll show you in more detail how to do that in a later video. Okay, at the moment you can just leave, it'll have some generic stuff up here, you can just leave that there. That's fine, we'll change that later on, and consequently you can actually remove this entire box too, which is quite fine as well. Okay, so you can actually remove everything in there. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is actually start to put some content on here. Now the first thing I like to do is write about yourself. So do about you page, or just put about me, or about your name, whatever it wants to be. Then we want to make sure we've got a contact page. Okay, now I haven't added it here, but I will be adding it to this one. It should really have a privacy policy as well. So if you're going to be sending people to affiliate links, which I do in some of these posts, you want to make sure that you're letting them know that you're sending them to a third-party website. Okay, and I'll when I've done one, I'll show you that in a later video as well. So the first thing you want to do, let's just do this one here first. So the about page, contact page. So it's very simple. You can either go back into your dashboard and go to pages and then click add new, or simply enough up the top here click add new page. Okay, now I'm going to do that because I've already got the page, but I will actually do that. So here we go. Look, we go to click on pages, and you can see all the pages I've got. Okay, some of them are shown, some of them are not, and I'll show you how to do that. The very first thing you want to do is create your About Mark Whiteley page. So I'll show you this page so you can see it real quickly. Okay, so you'll go in and you'll be seeing something like this, and it will more than likely look like this. Okay, click on this here. This is called the kitchen sink. Stupid name, I know, but that's what it's called, and it will show all this stuff here. So this is your WYSIWYG editor. So what you see is what you get editor. So then you can type in your information in here, okay, and format it however you like. First thing you want to do is put your title. So you put your title up here. Then you just go ahead and you ramble on about yourself. Okay. Now, for instance, if I wanted to add a picture, which I will in this case, let's just say I wanted to put a picture of me in here. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that. Very simple. You go upload or insert. Okay, now this is going to upload or insert medium. Okay, it'll take us to a media. Now we've got three choices here: from our computer, from a URL, or from the media library. Now I may have this in the library, but I won't use that. I'll actually go ahead and show you what you guys will be doing. So you click on select files. I've got a pretty terrible picture of me, but in here I remember. So if I click on that, there you go. So you find the picture of yourself, take it on a phone or with the computer's camera. Now you'll see, if you scroll down a bit, that'll start uploading. Okay, so it's done, it's uploaded it, we're ready to go. Now what you want to do is you want to just change the title of it. Just put your name, really. Okay, and we want to do with some alternative text, caption, description. You can leave all that blank, but usually alternative text is good. Okay, do we want to link this? So if someone clicks on that image, do we want it to go anywhere? At the moment it's just going to go to where the picture is located. It's a JPEG. We don't want to do that. I don't want to link this one anywhere, so we'll click none. Now I don't want to send it because I want the words to wrap around it. So you can see here the little text boxes next to the image. I want to actually have it on the left hand side. Okay, I want to leave it as full size, and if you do thumbnail or medium, it'll actually cut the picture down and it'll probably crop it, and you'll lose a lot of the image. So leave it on full size, and I'll show you how to change that in a minute. Then click insert into post, and there I am. Absolutely huge, right? Okay, so what you do is you click on the image, you see these little drag tabs, grab it and drag it so it's a reasonable size. Still too big for my liking. Oops, probably too small. Okay, so just get it to a size you think is okay, and there you have it. So you've got your text. Better idea to do the text first, okay, and then put your picture in. Okay, so you write a little bit about yourself, so on as well. Okay, your own little personal story. Alrighty. The next thing you want to do, now ignore this stuff down here, page attributes and that. At the moment we want this to display on the main menu. So if we put it under something else, it'll become a sub-menu. We don't want that. Okay. Default template, you got full width page with no title, or page with no title. We just want default. Okay, because they kind of show us the side widgets. Now, up the top here, you got screen options. You can click on discussion and comments. They're pretty good. I would click on those two. Okay, and then what that will actually show you once you've done that is just here. Do you want to allow comments on this page? Do you want to allow trackbacks and pingbacks on this page? On a lot of pages I say yes. Okay, it's fine. If you don't want anyone to make comments on a particular page, click that off. Okay, excuse me. The next thing you want to do is, you can make it look a bit better than this sort of thing. You might want to bold things. So to bold stuff, you just simply highlight it with your mouse, just drag it across. So basically you click on that, drag across, and that's going to highlight that, and then just click bold, okay, or underline, or you can change the color, whatever you'd like to do. So it's much just like Microsoft Word. And then you can go ahead. Now this here, you'll see that is actually bold, but I've also used a paragraph size difference. So you can use H1, H2, H3, H4. H1's the largest, 2's not so large, 3, and so on and so on. Okay, and then you can change for your different headings. Alright, then all you do is we're going to click update, and in your case it'll be publish, because it'll be the first time you've done it, and that will publish the page. Then we can go ahead and view the page. Okay, so here's the page. So we'll have our banner here. You'll have your new page up the top there, and then you'll have about view, obviously, and see how we bolded that. We put our image in there, and then we've got all this information here. Okay, so I'll show you two more things so you can get a start on this, and everything else I'll show you in consecutive videos, because the rest is just tweaking it and making it look a little bit better. And then we'll talk about affiliate marketing and how to incorporate that into your site, and how to incorporate Aweber and build a list from your site as well. Okay, now like I said, if you've got any questions, just do come to my website, markwhiteley.com, which you're probably at already because you're looking at this video. Click on the contact mark, go ahead and send me an email. I'll answer any questions. I can go into more depth for this if you want to, but a lot of people know how to do most of this stuff. Okay, so for instance, now let's just create one more page. I will need to do a privacy policy, and then I'll show you the other thing I wanted to show you. Okay, so if I just put the privacy policy is going to be my top page, and in here, so basically I won't type it, but in here this is where the text will be. Okay, and I'll go and get a privacy policy off one of my other websites. Okay, it's just easier for me to do, and I will do that right now. I'll go to Heister Mobile as a review that I've done. I've got a generic privacy policy on there, so I'll just copy that. Now you don't want to copy stuff from other websites, okay, unless it's simple pages like this, won't matter too much. So I'll paste that in there, okay, and I'll get rid of this, and I'll put in WIghtley.com. Okay, so basically I'm just making it more personalized. Now I'll go on through and get some stuff here, get rid of it. But see, cookies, we do that. Automated collection, okay, so we do that. Collecting personal information, we will not be doing that. Actually, yes, we will, because of the Aweber forms. So I'll leave that, I'll leave that, I'll leave that, I'll leave that. Additional collection, we don't do any additional collection with this particular website. Let's make sure we change our numbers around. Third-party websites, so yes, we do send them to third-party websites. Changes to our privacy policy, well, I don't change my privacy policies, especially for this site, so that's fine. Okay, so I've just made a couple of quick changes, nothing special. This is just explaining to people what their rights are on the website and what your intentions are. The fact that you're getting cookies, cookies meaning every time they come to your site, you've cookied their site, so when they go somewhere else, it's being cookied as being coming from your website. Okay, and I'll explain more of that stuff in the future. Excuse me. So we'll publish that. Okay, so what I've done now, right, is I've just got ahead and created a new page and published it. Okay, generally speaking, you would type all this out. Okay, you can underline stuff, make it look prettier, that's fine. Okay, so if I now went back to my main website, you'll notice up the top here, it's not added it. Okay, so we need to create a menu. Now this is the next thing I want to show you, how to create your menu. So if you go into here, you've got this option here for menus. You want to click on that. Now, when you first come to this section, you won't have all this stuff on the side. Okay, so what you want to do is you actually want to go ahead and you want to add a menu. You'll have nothing there, and you want to add a menu. So you just type in any menu name, because it's only for your benefits or your purpose, and then you go ahead and you save that menu. Okay, so then the menu will be saved. Then over here on this side here, you've got a drop down box where your menu you just saved will be. So you click on that, and then that's going to activate. Then scroll down a little further and you'll see all the pages you've got. Now what you want to do is you want to actually click on these, the ones that you want to show on your menu. Okay, and I've already got them on menu, so I only want this one to be added, and then we just click on add to menu, so that'll add it to the menu. Okay, now as you can see, that has just added it to the menu on this side. Now what we want to do, you can order them by just grabbing them and moving them around. Okay, and just letting go and dropping wherever you want them. Be careful not to go too far over this side, because that'll now become a sub menu. You want to make sure that they're all lined up nice and evenly. Okay, whoops. So I want to leave that one there. Privacy policy, I want that to be the last part, the last one on the whole menu. Okay, once you've done that and you've got your menus all set up, you just click save, and that'll save your menu. Okay, simple enough. We'll go back and have a look. I might have to refresh the page to get the changes to happen. No, there it is. Okay, so now as you can see, I have privacy policy in there as well, in the order that I wanted it in. Okay, very, very simple, creating a menu. Okay, the very last thing that I'm going to show you, this video is getting a little long-winded, is widgets. Widgets are all this stuff on the side. Okay, all this stuff down the side here. I'm not going to go into detail about what we're going to want in there too much, because I will be covering that in another video in detail. So you go up to here to your main dashboard area here, click on widgets. Alrighty, very simple. This is rather easy. Okay, so you've got sidebar top. Okay, you got sidebar left, sidebar right, feature top, footer. Now I tend to leave all these because if you put stuff in this top one here, it sits above everything anyway. Okay, so you'll have some already here, you'll notice when you get there. What I like to have is, if you're going to have a big website, you want to have a search bar. So you leave the search bar in there. Okay, you can have your menu in there, so you can actually put your menu. So right here, you just grab it and you drag it and drop it. Okay, and then you can name it. Okay, and then that will just show the pages that you've got at the top on the site. Okay, recent posts is a good one to have in there. Recent comments is a good one. Archives, that's not a bad one either. Categories. Okay, Darba is with link, it's not available at the moment. Text, so you can have text. Basically that means you can put anything you want in there. So I can basically drag a text across and it's just text or HTML. Okay, and I'll show you how to configure that later on, but you can have all sorts of stuff in here. Let's look at this text here, recommended products. Okay, so I've got recommended products. This is an image. Now I will show you how to get this. You don't have to know all this stuff here. I'll show you how to get this image and put it in, and that's actually an affiliate link. Okay, now see all that there, what that actually looks like, and that's the widget area, is this. I'll show you. So there's my Aweber form, okay, which is a lot of code, and I'll show you later. There's all my stuff. Now here, they are those two images. Okay, now they're clickable, so someone can click on those and actually go to an affiliate website. Sorry, to another offer. Okay, and if they purchase those, I get paid an income. Okay, so it's very simple. Okay, and they're very good programs actually. And then you got your categories and your archives. You've got your custom pages there again. I don't know why I've got it twice. Categories, recent comments, posts, site pages, and the Aweber submission box there. Okay, so that we can submit to something that you're offering, usually free stuff. Alright, okay, so I'm going to wrap it up here. So hopefully you've got a bit of an idea. Now you should know how to get a header put in there, and you can go to Fiverr, Fiverr, I believe it is, Fiverr, one of those two.com, and you can pay someone $5 and get a header made up. Just give them the rough dimensions, around 900 to 165, and it's easy enough to change the image size if you need to, if it's too big or too small. Okay, you also should have a rough idea of how to do this, but I will fix that up for you later. You also know how to create pages. Okay, so you've got different pages that you can have. Now anytime you do a post, the post is going to be on your home page. Okay, so your home page is not here. Okay, your home page is going to be here. Okay, so to do that, you just simply create a post. Okay, now if I go back into the dashboard, I'll really quickly show you this because I think it's important. You got posts. Okay, so I'll show you posts here. The first thing you're going to want to do is you go ahead and you click add new post. Okay, and then you click getting traffic. My favorite, you can do anything you want here. This is just going to be whatever you want. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create a new post. It's exactly the same as a page. Give it a title, write your content, and then publish it. Okay, and I'll show you this in a bit more detail later. We'll go through this a bit more, but that's the first thing you're going to want to do. So once you've got your a couple of pages set up, write your first post. Just generally chit chat about anything in general. There's no need to be too detailed. Just go into some, introduce yourself. Let them know this is going to be your main hub for information about pet care, internet marketing, whatever it may be. And then from time to time, usually once or twice a week, add a new post. Okay, add another page here and there, and build on your actual website. Now the posts, so you got this getting traffic. Okay, so it's getting traffic. So right here you can see getting traffic. Okay, and I've just put an image in there. I showed you how to do that. I've written the text. That's a H2 or H1 tag, and I showed you how to do that. Bullet points, and you have bolding, and that's it. This is your social maven. So you can see I've had 13,000 people G+1 it, recommended on Google, a couple of shared LinkedIn's, I've got a few likes and a few tweets. Okay, so it gets a bit of traffic from that as well. Alright, okay, hopefully that's helped you out. Go ahead and do those few things, guys, and in the next video we'll actually discuss how to tweak your website a little bit more. Okay, we'll go over and discuss how to get images onto your side widget here. Okay, and then the video after that we'll cover Aweber and building lists, and then we'll cover how to put affiliate offers on your actual website as well. Okay, now remember, you can always go to YouTube. There's a hell of a lot of information on YouTube on how to do a lot of this stuff as well. And like I said, if you need any help or assistance or a bit more detailed information on how to do it, just go to the contact Mark section of this website and send me an email, and I'll be happy to help. Okay.